name's Max. I'm primarily a musician. I'm also a composer, performer, and a 3D artist, as well as audio engineer, producer. Mainly, I focus on all things music. I love working on my own tracks, my own compositions, but I've also recently been getting into more technology-related stuff, such as 3D art, AI, and making video games that relate to music.
What have been your recent projects?
Currently, I'm mainly focused on my upcoming album. It's titled SYN. It'll be my second full-length album, and I'm hoping for it to be coming out in early April.
What is SYN, and how does it differ from your previous works?
So SYN, spelled SYN, not SIN, is one part, it's an album, and it's also the senior capstone project for my music composition degree. This album is a lot more focused, I feel, than lots of my earlier projects. A lot more time's gone into making sure all of the sounds are consistent, that it feels like an album, and that there's a lot of overarching themes and like motifs that carry out through the whole entire album. So I think overall it's just a lot more of a cohesive project than lots of my past work.
What were your inspirations for Pints of Blood?
Pints of Blood's the lead single off of SYN. A couple of inspirations. One of the first ones would be a drum machine I had purchased recently before working on the track that inspired a lot of the basis of the sounds that I was working with. And the other thing that inspired me was another piece of gear, a new bass I had gotten. And usually if you're a musician and you get new gear, you tend to want to make stuff with it pretty immediately. So I combined both of those, and then I'd say musically, like 9 Inch Nails and Machine Girl would be two big influences.
Would y'all like to introduce yourselves? Jackson, go first.
Yeah, I'm Jack. I'm a fellow classmate of Max's. I'm also a musician. So.
My name's Ben. I'm Max's roommate. You know, I was there for the last project. Got to see the whole process all the way through. So I'm excited for it. But yeah.
What were your first impressions of Pints of Blood?
Oh, I thought it was great. I thought it was a great updated version of what Trent Reznor's been doing since the 90s, and I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, no, Pints of Blood was cool. He kind of changed it up. Like, I remember when he first finished the project, or not the project, but the single, he kind of switched like the beat like halfway through after the breakdown. I wasn't really a fan of that, but he touched it up, like did some mixing and mastering, and really came together well. Got me hyped. So yeah.
What can we expect from you in the future?
Well, first off, you can expect the album to come out in April, and you should also expect a new single either at the end of January or end of December, beginning of January, and then another one around March. You can also expect a couple other instrumental releases from me, some more house music stuff, some more electronic stuff, as well as an ambient project I'm working on.
Aspirations yet achieved, grafting well till you see gold. One last step for humanity.